Welcome, welcome. Shake out the limbs. Big breath in, reach to the sky, and a big breath out. Inhale. So you start to get curious about the torso, the breathing apparatus, and how you breathe, what it feels like. Pause for a moment here. Expand through the ribs, lungs, back, chest as you inhale. As you exhale, get closer and closer to center. So I'm taking a confident stance so that we're right, aware, strong. Contracting the quads, lifting the torso, breathing in, expansion. And exhale, bringing it back to center. Just do 3 more of those deep breaths in. Arms and legs are doing nothing but holding you up, so support. Legs mostly, not your arms. Really dive in deep, exhale. Notice if your gaze, when you open your eyes, if it's eye level or if it's at the floor. Is your head tilted towards the floor or is it lifting eye gaze? We're just noticing. Make any modifications to your posture that would be helpful. Just bringing the chin up in a neutral position, not back, but just a lift through the soft palate. So the spine is aligned in all the way up through from the base to this crown. Take the arms and move side to side. Quite often, or I don't know if it's really often, but sometimes I will start with this moving meditation, I like to call it. So you breathe in one side, breathe out the other. The arms are flowing, the shoulders are moving, the legs aren't permanent, but the feet are fixed. Feet are fixed. The legs might have a slight movement. The movement gets a little bit more as you raise up through the body to the waist, of course, the shoulders and the head. It's up to you if you like to move the head. It has the most movement here if it's following the trajectory of the spine, or you keep the head just centered because your spine offers you that possibility. Do what feels best in your own body. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Silently in your mind, whispering the words or saying the words, hum, so, hum, so, hum, so, hum. So, you can say them out loud if you'd like. So, so. Sanskrit word and spelled just as it sounds, hum so. It means I am that. So I am that which is of the universe. I am that love. I am that response, ableness. So I am that. Not the thought, but the person behind the thought that can change. Oh, go 4 more times. More. Pause. Slow it down. Just notice how you feel the movement of the breath. The 5 elements are present in every moment of your life. Earth, water, water, to fire, fire to air, air to ether, space, and space dissolves into the nothingness, mind, thoughts, thoughts precursor, creation. Now, all of that. And pick your arms up. And slight jump into your goddess pose. Up and over to the side. Stretch, inhale back to center. And exhale over to the other side. And again, just from side to side. Inhale, coming up to a high star position, high V with the arms, low V with the legs. And then widen the knees again and come back into goddess. Let's reverse that, coming up. And exhale, cross at the wrist. Inhale, coming overhead. Exhale, cross at the wrist. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. But take it nice and ease through the muscles, ligaments. Be quite sensitive to the areas where your joint is. Using your muscles to lower and lift. Last one. Pause, arms out. Take tiny circles forward. Pick up the arms. Still in this wider stance, actually. 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Swing them forward and back. Forward and back. Do something a little bit more unconventional today for our yoga class, and that is to not put in any chaturangas. We've got, when you have wrist issues and shoulder issues, it's always nice to have a practice that leaves those out while you're strengthening. What we'll do is rotate through the wrist. Let's bring your feet together and make little circles through the wrist. You wake up part of the body up. Doesn't mean that we won't get on our arms. That just means we won't be out doing chaturangas. We'll take the arms out again. Flat palms to the floor. And circle backward. To backward. Let's go forward. Do the opposite. Rewind. Figure it out. Circle, 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 circle. These are little circles. Just waking up the shoulder. Hold the torso still so we're not going forward and back. Keep it still or toning the muscles of the core. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Swing the arms again. And lace them all the way behind you. Knuckles towards the floor, rotating the head of the arm bone back. This big stretch through that chest area. Bend the knees and then tip it forward. Keep the knees bent. So I'm still a little bit tight in the hamstrings. So I'm going to keep the knees bent. Bring the hands to the floor. Inhale onto the fingertips, a half lift. Turn the toes out. Exhale, come to the right. Just place one hand on the knee. Gently open that knee. Take the heel in. Opposite leg. Let's stretch everywhere. Let's come back to center, over to the other side. So we're bending the opposite leg in Skandasana. Then come back to center. Bend both knees. Let's turn the feet parallel again. Inhale to a flat back. And then walk your hands over to the right. Clasp the hand around. Keep calm, drop the head. Look underneath the armpit. Left side. Back to center, shape the hips side to side, shake it out. And then walk over to the other side. Wrap the left arm around the right and peek under. I know I just keep switching right and left, but I'm gonna say my right to your right. Okay. And come back to center, bend the knees, bring the elbows to the knees, hands to the knees, feet turned out, drop the shoulder in. Oh, stretching the QL back to center and drop the shoulder. Full breath in, full breath out. Eyes up, bring the hands to the waist and jump the feet together. Shaking the legs out. Inhale. Let's bring the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Just keep moving. Inhale to a flat back. That's it. Exhale, round it down and in. So start just our first half sun salutation. Bend the knees. Come all the way up to standing. Full inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Now to your side, Samasthiti, your hands at your heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to standing. Arms overhead. And hands to your heart center. Fold them forward, up, back, and down. When you notice your head dipping, just keep it back in line. Take another wide stance, so top the feet and land lightly. Turn the right leg out, toes down to the side, bend the knee, and straighten. So we're in a warrior one stance, going to the right. I'm feeling in the winter all my joints crack, crack, crack. It just means I need a little more joint mobility and some things for my joint. Yeah. Here, let's take it all the way out to warrior two. So this is a dry, cold season, and your joints can need a little extra care, extra love at this time. Reverse the warrior. Inhale, come back through warrior two, side angle. I'm going to flow side to side here. Inhale to center. Let's go to the other side. Exhale. Back into reverse warrior. And side angle. Somatic movement. Inhale back to warrior two. And switch to the other side, right side. Reverse warrior. Side angle. You can reach to the floor instead of bringing the elbow to the knee. Let's go again. Left. Reverse the warrior. Now, because these are pretty easy movements, let's articulate it really well and keep the whole lower half of the body super steady, super strong here. As you come into that reverse warrior, we're not coming out of the warrior. to coming in a slight angle, or maybe even going a little bit deeper and then lifting back up. It'll take some efforting on the part of the legs, the body, core to do that. Inhale, other side, reverse. Exhale, touch the earth. Let's keep going one more time each side. Go switch to the right. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, let's come into star pose to the center. And quickly, side. Dandasana. Inhale, go back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Center. Exhale to the left. Get a nice, strong stance. So the legs should be uncomfortably wide, right? Oh, in order for this to really have some meaning and get into some muscle energy, come back to center, turn all 10 toes forward, they're parallel, and forward fold. Inhale. Lift the heart, extend through the spine and neck. Exhale, drop the chest towards the floor, forehead towards the floor, and come all the way in. You get to go a little bit deeper here. Up onto the fingertips. Shoulder blades back, and if you want to take a headstand here, you could, or just come into tripod. That's an option. But a third or 2/3 of the weight should actually be right in your hands, not your head. If you're feeling a lot of pressure, the weight in the head and the head's not touching, and just move towards that forward fold. Okay. Inhale, there's no need to go further when it's detrimental. All right, jump the feet together. Come into a toe stand, so we'll lower the knees gently. Thighs parallel. And you could use a block on either side. You don't have one handy. Fingertips upright the shoulders, or bring the hands to the heart. Pretty strong. And then we'll go back into a forward fold, or all the way to standing, and then a forward fold. So if you're with me, arms forward, we're going to push into the floor, lift the hips, rise all the way up onto the toes, and lower the heels back down. Inhale, raise up the arms, exhale, forward fold. We all end up here in the forward fold. Anyway, let's do that one more time. We'll bend the knees forward, fingertips to the back. And you can come up the same way you came in. So it would look like this when we come to standing, okay? Or you really put some pressure into the toes, raise the hips from the heels and come all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Much more difficult. Working on it, lower the heels, shake it out. I think we should do that one more time. Inhale the arms overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, knees forward. If this is not kind to your knees, you're just going to stop where it feels appropriate. Okay, bring the heels back. You can stay right here and then raise up. So don't give out on the posture just because it looks differently than what I'm showing or what we're doing. Okay, otherwise you're in toe stand, and we can't be lazy about this. This toe stand can be a knee pusher if we're if the weight's not in the feet. And as you come up, you don't really lift with the belly, push through the toes, strong quads, muscle it up. Ooh, almost did it. Come all the way up on your tippies, toes, and then release all the way back down. Very good. Very good, very good. Open and close through the fingers, roll the wrists. I'm going to do some wrist safety here. Inhale the arms overhead. And exhale, take a wide stance again. Jump, rotate right foot out. Exhale into warrior two. And then we're going to pull the right hand back and pop the back heel coming into a crescent lunge. So now my hips are facing. This back leg is moving. It's opening the hip and I'm pivoting on the ball of the foot. Then I'm going to close the hip, pivoting and back to the straight line forward. Okay, open into warrior two. Exhale, push, pull, warrior one, or crescent lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, push, pull. Bend the back knee a little bit. Inhale, warrior two, and then lead with the palm, pulling and pushing tiger pause. One last time. Push, pull. Hold here, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, straight down the body. Inhale, reach, lift, and exhale, straight down the body. Now keep the spine super tall and long. Reach forward so there's a bow. Crown of the head is lifted. And then you're pulling to create some weightlessness and decompression through the spine. Hold here and open to the right. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, open to your left. So that's a warrior two again. Pivot on the back foot. Inhale, crescent. Lots of balance. Exhale, open to the right. Let's hold here. Bring the hand around to the back thigh and reach up. Really stretch that long. And exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. And now we're working in our twisting low lunge. It's pulse action, the back foot. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes around, swoops around, and we're right back into our high V. Let's bring the hands to the waist and step the feet together. Shake the legs out. So I really feel that on the ball of the back foot. My ankles are strengthening, knees are strengthening. A lot of joint mobility and strengthening around the joint. Let's take a nice wide stance again. Coming into warrior two, pivot back heel. And then we'll push pull, so the back heel pops up and we'll reach forward with the right. Inhale, open out to warrior two. Exhale, push pull. Inhale, open. Exhale, push pull. Now hold here, bring both arms up to the sky. Exhale, straight down the body. Inhale, reach forward, up. Exhale. Now that reach is a decompression. So root the ball of the foot, press the heel back, extend forward, and then up. Pull the waistline in. Exhale, turn and open to your left. Back hand comes up. Turn and open to your right. And warrior two. Inhale, back, vertical. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, let's do that one more time. Open to the right. Inhale, brain gym warrior two. Exhale, open to the left. Hold it here. Bring your left arm all the way around. And you can touch your back pocket. That's pretty accessible. And then reach the right arm up. Or if you'd like, take the hand to the back hamstring and really pull like taffy. So crown of the head's reaching diagonally back and the heel is reaching towards the back wall. Exhale, put your right hand to your left arm to the sky. Do a little pulse action with the back foot. 2, 3, awesome. Inhale, all the way back up. Turn to the center. And go to the right side this time, straighten the front leg. Let's take Trikonasana, reach, stretch, tap the shin. Left arm to the sky, full breath in, full breath out. Now you can see I'm pretty tight this morning, so I've got some rounding in this this left side, and a little bit of compression on the right. So what would be helpful is to come up a little bit, shift the hips more. So I'm decompressing the side body. It's really long and lengthened. So I'm not touching the floor this early in the morning. My hamstrings won't move that deeply without compromising the torso. I can touch, but I'd be compromising. I want to keep the shoulders open. Stay right here, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Use the quadriceps to lift the kneecap, and then push through the ball of the foot. So you've got really strong connection into the floor. From here, we'll bring the left hand to the waist. We're going to come back to this posture, but before we do, we're going to fly forward here, doing a little bit of a cartwheel to the floor. We'll touch the floor or use a block. And then raise the back leg and rotate your left hip open. Okay, right foot's facing forward, yes, but the hips are asymmetrical. Your left knee is facing forward, right knee, or sorry, force the camera. Right knee is facing at a direct 90-degree angle to that. So this is Ardha Chandrasana. We'll bend the knee, float the hand away from the block and step all the way back and take a second triangle. See what that feels like. A little better. Bring your top hand to the floor. Step your back foot in just a little bit. Then we'll position a block so your torso can raise up slightly. I mean, pyramid pose. Inhale. Extension through the spine. Exhale, folding. And that's a pretty deep stretch for me. Back heels on the ground, feet are on separate train tracks. Raise your right toes up, dig the heel in. Really opening up. Right leg. All the way back out. Switch the feet. Center. And the left foot out. Right foot out at a right angle. Inhale. Straighten the leg. Triangle pose. No, that's a little bit better. We already opened one side, one hip. That's creating the fascia effect, where the fascia, when it stretches on one side, it gives on another, which is awesome. Full breath in, full breath out. Triangle pose. It feels a whole lot better. Make sure your hand is placed somewhere else below the knee and above the ankle that feels appropriate to, or even using a block would be helpful. Place the hand on the waist, bend the knee, and shift forward. So you're pushing off with the back leg to mobilize the torso forward into a half moon. It's accessible for everybody. Yep, you just try it unless you're dizzy, or you have vertigo, or we're cold, or your head doesn't like to be below the heart, but let's try that anyway, if you can. All the way back through. Triangle pose. Second time. Right hand to the earth. Put your back foot in. Lift the toes, dig the heel in. It's a really strong pull for me, so I'll use a block. The more important piece of this is that you get both legs to straighten. If you've got really tight hips, tight hamstrings, let's prop that block up a bit, bring the torso up a bit, Everybody can do this. One leg forward, one leg back, and make a scissor, straight legs. Everybody can come into this position, whether your feet are wide or they're a little bit more narrow. We want to start training the legs to lengthen. They're always cooped up, always curled in, always in a ball, always sitting. They don't have this mobility to stretch, extend. It feels so good. Rooting down into the earth. From here, come all the way back up. Face center, and we're going to do that again. Use the hands on the waist. Let's jump the feet together. Give your legs a little break here. Circle the hip through the hip. You'll pick up the leg, circle through the hip, and bring it back to ground. Keep your neck in line with the spine. And then jump the feet again, uncomfortably wide. Turn the right foot out, arms out and extended. This time we're going to start in triangle, but we won't finish here. We'll start here in triangle. Once again, place your hand on the waist. Let's take a little ride forward into Ardha Chandrasana. That half room. Extending the arm to the sky. And then we're going to rotate. So we're bringing the block underneath the left hand this time. Rotate open to the right. Back leg elevated to the right. The flat across the sacrum here. We pull the block back. Step back. Push both legs straight. And then come into a revolve triangle. Revolve triangle. Inhale to a jet airplane position. Bend both knees and then push the floor away to hover in a bow. You take the hands to the elbows if you'd like. That's all right. Or you can put palms together. Lying the back in a reverse prayer. Bring the forehead towards the chin. Apex pose. It's a pretty intense posture. If you're touching your elbows and you're holding here, fair amount of energy going on in the abs. Bring it all the way back up to standing. Release the hands, turn the feet forward, and take it to the other side. So left foot out, right foot at a right angle. Inhale, stretch it forward and reach the hips long towards the back walls. A little more accessible on our number 3 Trikonasana. Those great. Inhale, exhale. Just notice the difference between the first one and this third one. Let's bring the hand to the waist. Take your block with me. Coming into Ardha Chandra, half. Ardha, half. Moon, Chandra. Pulling in through the waistline, and the remembrance is your right hip. Just take tap the bone here, and then see where it's pointing. It should not be pointing down. That's a different posture. We're rotating through the hip, which is uncomfortable, and it can be challenging. But see what you can do here. Then we'll rotate towards the floor. And square the hips off. So my hips are level, even. I could actually put a plate on my back. And then I'm going to rotate. The right leg still elevated. I'm going to rotate to the left. Oh, yes. And that is pretty intense. Challenging as well. Not our apex pose, but close, close, close. And then step all the way back. We'll come into pyramid. Pull your block with you so it's handy, you're not reaching for it. Make sure it's supported, properly supporting you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring the arms in a chitter plane. They could stay here, clasping the elbow, or along the spine in a reverse prayer position, and drop the forehead towards the shin. There's balance going on. Wrist, shoulder opening. Drive those elbows up to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out, and lift. Turn and release the hands, open, close. Rotate through the wrist. Down. Turn right foot out. Let's bring both hands to the earth. We'll take a low lunge, and revisit our twisting low lunge. Before we do that, let's bend the front knee, low lunge, and then straighten. Bend, and straighten, bend, and now we'll twist. Actually going to bring the back knee to the earth, the forearm to a block, and then rotate. Just releasing the low back. Bend your back knee. Okay, now my quad is pretty tight. I feel that already in my quad. Already feeling that in my quad. Now if you need a blanket underneath the knee, with a blanket, and then we're going to reach the right arm all the way around. I'm going to hop it up a little bit low. There we go. So prop myself up. Bring the heel in. That's a really intense stretch for the quad this early in the morning. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but yoga at night needs to be a little bit easier. Bodies aren't quite so tight. Let's go ahead and release the hat. Pop the back knee up. We're going to turn all the way over to the left side. Bring into a low lunge here. Straighten the front leg. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One. Bend, drop the back knee to the floor and use your elbow to a block or the floor. Spin it. Back up slightly, bend your back knee. And we're going to reach back, opposite hand. You can choose to do same hand or foot. And then gently pull the heel in. That's a straight trajectory. It's not outside the hip or inside the hip. Heel to the glute. Heel to the glute. Maintain an open shoulder. And out the spine. So amazing. Let's gently bring the foot back to the floor. Pick up the knee, walk it over, back over to your right side. Back in a low lunge, this time dropping the knee. Scoot your foot all the way over and come into a half Hanuman. So that would be front leg straight, and this is going to be a half split. Or if you'd like, you can do that full split. So you can bring the heels in opposite corners, use a block underneath the hip, or something thinner or something greater, and just pause here. So we've got a lot of choices. Got a half split, we've got a full split with blocks, full split with a blanket. I'm propping myself up just a little bit. Again, it's early in the morning. I still have a couple of inches from the earth here. And then pull it back slightly. We'll bend the right knee and come right into pigeon. Pigeon. Hold over the front blade. Forehead to the mat. Full breath in, full breath out. And we'll stroke the hip in a different way. Breathe in, breathe out, so home. Center. Watch carefully. Go to the other side. But a little different transition. So we'll rotate the back leg up and over. Deep side body. Long stretch. Come back to center. And we'll fold the knees in opposition. So I'll hold this right knee up, bring the left knee up, bring the right knee back. And then back in a low lunge to the left side. Low lunge to a half Hanuman. So you can stay here, drop the forehead to the shin, do whatever embellishments you'd like to make for that. Or you can go into the full split. I'm working on that. So heel coming into the top corner. You can see them a little bit less to the ground on this side. So have a blanket. Support that, yeah, definitely. Toes are turned under. I'm digging the heel in, point back. Lifting the torso up, or you come to your elbows. Okay. So try a few of those different options out. See what feels good to you. Be another 5 or 5 breaths. Like ginger coming out of this. So if you're in the half split, I'm coming to half split. So just bend the front knee, walk your left foot over to your right hand. And my blanket's already in a great spot for me to support the left hip. Bringing the right hip towards my left heel and then lowering all the way to the earth. Relax the jaw. It's really important that we're not building tension through the neck and shoulders. So just check in there. You've got lots of tension built up in the neck and shoulders. You can release it. And that full sleeping pigeon. Just do really nice for the hip and really nice release. Then we'll wake it back up, walk the hands back. So my back knee is going to rotate up, rotate the whole foot to the sky. Oh, I like that my blanket's just working out. It's right in the right spot. Now I'll take it up and over to the right. Oh, big deep stretch. And it doesn't matter how stiff you are. What matters is that your body feels some opening here. So channel the left arm to the sky. If it's too much to go over the head, right, just reach to the sky. And really get some length. And then if you're not feeling the hamstring, take a hold of the toe. Get a little bit deeper. Inhale, go back to center. Make both legs wide and come forward. Torso through, wide stance of the legs. Drop the head. Breathe in, breathe. Slowly bring it back to center. Let's take a hold underneath the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Good. Your hips and feet so they're in a comfortable distance from each other, and then give a little flutter with the knees. I call it just a butterfly flutter. And then put some pressure with your thumb on the center of your foot. Right. arch of the foot, bow forward. Be cautious and clever about your positioning. If the knee doesn't like that movement, you're feeling it in the knee, it's because the hips aren't moving. You're moving too far beyond the hip mobility, and that moves into your knee joint. So listen carefully as you move through these postures and notice what your body is saying to you. Take a lying down, shin, all the way onto the back, draw the knees into the chest, little rock side to side. We'll drop the knees over to your right side. I like to use a block to support. Drop over. 3 deep breaths here. Make sure the neck and shoulders are relaxed. Roll the head side to side. And come back to center. Plug the knees into the chest. So we realign the spine, just create neutrality. Drop the knees over to your left. And roll the head side to side. Again. Bring it back to center. Make your way to Shavasana. Make sure you're warm, or maybe you're covered. Make sure you're comfortable. And I suggest bringing the soles of the feet together. And then something to support the knees. So I have blocks that just sit right underneath the knees. If you don't have blocks, then I would use a blanket. If this is uncomfortable, then I would bring your feet wide and knock the knees together. That actually takes the pressure off your low back. Really comfortable Shavasana position. Take a minute or two here, or take 5 or 10. This time of the year, we need a lot of relaxation to counter all the movement and hustle happening during the season. Again, if there's any tension in the body at all, blow it out as you exhale. Knees relax. And take a deep breath in. And you exhale and move through the fingers and toes. Begin to move just gently. Coming to seated posture. Use the torso. Bring your hands together, heart center, onto the mudra. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, starting with the peace in me. Namaste. Thank you so much.